Hello, Kozak. Today, I'll explain my opinion on how Interstellar finds meaning through suffering and death. The movie Interstellar is a confusing yet science-accurate movie. At one point in the film, you're at a regular farm, and then the next, you're jumping through time. Now, how can Interstellar find meaning through suffering and death? Well, today, I'll try my best to explain and give examples to how the movie answers that question. At the start of the film, we see that Cooper is a farmer. However, we later find out that Cooper was also a pilot. And then he goes on to save the human race with Brand. I'm not going to mention the other astronauts because unfortunately they all died. Throughout the film, we hear Dylan Thomas's poem, Do Not Go Gentle in That Good Night, repeated at very symbolic times. This poem is said to boost the character's motivation so that they can achieve their goal. For example, when Cooper was in the black hole Gargantua, he was being pushed through times. Later, Cooper manages to save humanity by giving his daughter a binary code through the watch he gave her at the start of the film. He's reminded of his former life, which gives him the boost he needed to save all humanity. Cooper was in reference to Dylan Thomas's poem, raging against the dying of the light in the black hole. If he just decided to do nothing and just give up, the entire race would be extinct. Another example is when Brand and Cooper went to go find data at a different planet. When they got back, Brand was blaming herself for her colleague's death. What happened was that she was trying to lift some data that was very heavy, but a huge wave came and killed her colleague. When she got back to the ship and flew to the station, she was panicking, but later she reminded herself that the human eggs were still being stored. She found meaning through the eggs because she was supposed to find a new home to continue the human race. After putting most of my examples aside, the characters find meaning through suffering and death by being reminded of pre-existing things like family and friends or, the human race.